Hey everybody, it is Crusdia here, and today we got another video for you guys, and we're doing a nice little highlight video of just some pretty good duels. Sorry about that in my background there, my cat scratching at the wall. So we're doing some pretty fun duels, and we're going to be showing off the 3 decks I've been personally using to, in the theme Chronicle, what I've been having fun with. So we're going to start this right off with the deck profiles. It's going to be really quick. I'm not going to go in depth with them. So the first one is, I already made a video on this one. It is Suship Magikey. So it's combining the Suship archetype with the Magikey archetype to make really powerful rank 4s and synchro 8. So that's the whole play of it. You can go into rank 5s. The one you go into the most often is Super Dreadnought, but you can also tech in like Keeper of the Genesis, which is a pretty good card, all things considered. Mostly low, like I said, you're just using your Suship cards, and you're ending on like Suship, Super Dreadnought with Magikey Fiend. So like I said, that's kind of your end board. You might end also, depending on your hand, how good it is, you might end on like TimeThief, Redoer also, and stuff like that. So like I said, this is our first deck list. There will be a timestamp below, and I will post down in the description, I'll post the video, like the link for the video for this whole deck profile. So if you guys are interested in it, go check that out. Other than that, let's get into our second deck. Our second one is also Suship build. I love Suships, the people who are aware of that. But this one, I was using Suships with the TimeThief cards. This actually worked out really well. I was really surprised because, simple fact, TimeThiefs, they spam out so quickly, and they can make really fast and powerful rank 4s. And the fact is, like, you combine them with other rank 4 engine like Suships. You have great extenders, you have great openings no matter what. Then you have cards like Unexpected Die to get to your normals. You got Painful Choice to get to normals or reds. You got multiple extenders like Winder and Adjuster to continue playing. Cards like Redoer and I'm not going to try to pronounce that name. But anyway, the whole point is, like, you have a lot of pretty cool rank 4 plays. Yet again, you're ending on stuff like Super Dreadnought with TimeThief, Redoer. Depending on your other cards, you might end on another one like the other TimeThief here. Or you might end on like IP Masquerena with the you 2 TimeThieves. That way you have a time year. Yeah. Anyway, the whole point is, I was running this one. This has been very surprising and very good to play. I'm honestly thinking about making its own video, or I'm making my own TimeThief video because I actually really like TimeThiefs and how they play out. So expect probably an individual TimeThief with no Suships in the future, but we'll come across that bridge later. So that's the second deck list. I don't have a video for this, by itself, but it would be some replays to some combo lines if you guys are interested. So like I said, TimeThieves with Suships been really fun. I really enjoyed it. The last deck I was playing is this one here. Now this is in standard, but I'll show you what to cut. I was running Genesis Loci, Rikka support, basically. Rikka Savannah. And the only card what can't be played is Regulus, so you cut out Regulus. And what I was running instead was Harpy's Feather Duster instead. And this was my deck for Rikka. And this was actually a lot of fun to play. Basically, it's a 1-card combo, so you want to get Loci on the field no matter what, and you have lots of ways to get it out. Basically, you have 3 Loci, you have 3 Die, 3 Painful. You have multiple ways to get it out no matter what. So your opening is basically always Loci on the field, and you can go Diaz, Healer, and your combo lines just go off from there. This is not a perfect build, but this is something I was really enjoying and having a lot of fun with. And there'll be some replays. Expect this to have its own video in the future, by the way. I do want to do a more in-depth video of it. Showing off in rank and when I get back to Diamond next season. So it'll be probably next week. The new pack should be coming out. Hopefully the new Rikka support comes out then also. It might, but like I said, we'll kind of go with it later. But the whole point is, expect a video for this and expect a video for TimeThief in the future. So like I said, those were the 3 decks. And I've really enjoyed all 3 of these. So like I said, just real quick, it's, Loci, Spore, plant support like Lori, Maxi, Ash Blossom, Unseed Twin. I played 2 of them instead of just 1, just in case you draw the brick. 1 Lone Fire Blossom to get to Loci. Rose Gores is a good extender. Parallel Exceed is a nice extender because it allows you to get to Rikka Queen very easily. Then we have Snowdrop, 3 Therions, Bura is a free level 8 special summon, and you could go into your rank 8s even more easily, or just have more damage on the field. We got 1 Generator Boss of the Light. This allows you to get any of the, special summon any, basically allows you to get any card from your deck to your hand that you need at that moment. So you could grab like Spore, you could grab, anything Rose Gore, you could grab Snowdrop. We got Harpy's Feather Dust and 1-for-1, Unexpected Die, Painful Choice, 2 Snowing yet again for breaking reasons, 1 Coliseum. This allows you to search out your Lily. We got 1 Shrine, 2 Call By, 1 Crossout Designator just to get rid of your opponent's Max C, 1 Blessed Winds. This is a cut card. I didn't really enjoy it too much, but you just see in the games why. And then 1 Bloom. And that's basically it. This deck, like I said, it's not the best. There's going to be some tweaks going forward and when in ladder, but we'll cover that in that video. So like I said, that's all the decks I was playing. My favorite one, if anyone has to ask, if you guys are wondering what my favorite one, it's still the Suship build. The Suship Magikey isn't the most strongest deck, but it's a lot of fun and has a lot of cool OTK potential. And just this whole fact is nobody reads Suship cards, so no one knows what they do. And to be honest, not many people know what Magikeys do either. So the fact is, like, you could just easily just keep popping cards, negating stuff with Super Dreadnought, go into Zeus very easily. Or, like I said, make a number 60 play with Ikura class Dreadnought and easily OTK. This is by far one of my favorite decks. Yeah, so like I said, without all the way, let's get into the games. And I hope everybody is having a wonderful time and expect some decks coming here soon. Alright, folks, so this first duel here is against Blackwing. And now this is the Suship TimeThief build I was running. And we're going to see how well this deck actually plays. This is a really good opening hand, so I'm really happy with it. And yeah, we'll go from there. So my opponent activates Summon of the Blackwing. He normal summons it, and he triggers Black Whirlwind by banishing a Blizzard. I'm going to Ash this Black Whirlwind here because I don't want him getting more advantage and just pop off. I play Blackwings quite a bit, so I know how powerful they are. So I'm like, no, I don't want that to happen. He tributes it for Sirocco. I'm like, all right, this is a unique build. He gets Osha. I'm like, this is unique. And now at this point, he's going to synchro off into Starlight. Starlight's going to burn, and he sets 2. Then Blackwing goes in, he gets burned for 1,000. I'm like, all right, not the most powerful board because this doesn't do anything. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. So let's see if I can OTK. And I got a God hand. So I open a Painful Decision. I get rid of discard Sorry, and I get a regular Sorry since I already had red in my hand. At this point, I'm going to normal summon Regulator, use Regulator's effect, tributing it. And at this point, my opponent activates Close. Close is going to tribute. He's going to send one of his Blackwing monsters and negate my card. So I'm like, okay, so now he's an open field. Cool. I don't know why he did that. That's not the best negate. But I have a lot of ways to extend, so I'm going to do Unexpected Die, get my last Sorry out. Then I'm going to use Red, Revealing Sorry, Special Summoning Red, and I'm going to get Subaru from my deck, and I'm going to go into Carrier. Carrier is going to allow me to draw a card and grab Daily Special, and I drew Regulator again. I'm like, cool, Uni effect, I'm going to target Sorry, Special Summon Uni, target Sorry, to make it level 5. I'm going to get another Red for the next follow-up play, and at this point, I'm going to go to Super Dreadnought. Dreadnought effects going to activate. I'm going to draw a card. I get Winder. Winder effects going to activate. I'm going to detach 1 to special summon itself. And at this point, I'm going to use Winder's effect to grab Startup. Then I'm going to activate Startup. Then I'm going to special summon Regular for my hand. And at this point, I'm going to go an IP Masquerena for follow-up play, just in case I didn't, do damage calculations here. But this was lethal. So yeah, bravo. This was a lot of fun. So there you go. With even with one of your starters getting negated, you have a lot of follow-up depending on your hands, and this was a lot of fun to play. So we'll get into the next duel, and I hope everybody is enjoying. Alright, so this next duel is against Crusdia. Now, Crusdia is kind of arguably the best deck in the Time Chronicle event. It is very powerful, has a lot of plays. Yeah, so this is a long one, and this is kind of why you don't BM, by the way. So my opponent activates Pot of Desires. He banishes 10. He draws 2. He activates Reinforcement of the Army. I'm just going to fast forward this. He gets Crusdia Obria. He gets Magnus. We all seen these plays. He gets another Obera. He gets Maximus. He's going to link off again to Regulus. He special summons Relux. He gets Equalax with his field spell plus Magnus and his set card. I'm like, cool. So at this point, I did not read. I'd use Call Blind on Ariaba, thinking to negate its effect, but I didn't realize it worked that way. So anyway, you're going to see how I misplay. I use Unexpected Die, I activate Suru, and I get going, and I activate Class Carrier. Class Carrier is going to draw me a card, but he imperms. I'm like, okay, that sucks, but it's not the end of the world. I use TimeThief Winder. He activates Equinox, negating my Winder, but I still have a normal summon. I normal summoned Chrono Decoder, and I get Ashima. At this point, I'm going to use its effect. I'm going to special 2, and I'm going to number 60. Number 60 effect, I'm going to increase the attack of my carrier, and I pop his spell, activate Call by the Grave. I get rid of his cards because I was thinking I could clear his board, but the other one still fucking effects takes place. I didn't realize that by going to Zeus. And I had my turn. My opponent gets rid of my Zeus for a Kaiju, and he special summons a Kaiju. I'm like, yep, I'm upset about this. There's nothing I can do. He attacks, and he is in. So I don't know if he can only attack with this one card or not, but yeah, I don't know why he's not attacking more. So this is why you kind of don't BM. I drew Uni. There's nothing I could do about this at this point. My opponent is just going to keep attacking over everything because I have no plays. I just got in my turn again. My opponent is getting more advantage. He activates Draco. He gets a card. He gets his field spell back. Activates his field spell. And at this point, he attacks for even more damage. But yet again, he, for some reason, negated my effect. I don't know what he's doing here. This is just BM. Now I have a pretty good play. Winder is going to get me Adjuster. At this point, I'm going to go off into Magikey. Magikey's effect is going to allow me to get Susuru. Then I'm going to activate Uni, and I get Sorry, and I'm going to go into Super Dreadnought. Feeling pretty confident here. I'm going to draw a card. Hopefully, I get some good. It's Ash Blossom. I'm going to permanently negate his Equal Max. I'm going to attack over. Feeling pretty confident here. But yet again, he still has a Kaiju I can't beat over. So at this point, he attacks over to my Magikey. I'm going to activate Dreadnought in his battle phase, getting rid of his field spell. He's going to tribute again to another Kaiju. I'm like, oh my god, can we please stop this? Sorry effects are going to activate. I'm going to get another Super Dreadnought. And at this point, I'm going to draw a card. I get Crossout Designator. I'm going to activate normal summon TimeThief Adjuster. And the effect's going to allow me to send a TimeThief from my deck to the graveyard. And I do send Time Start. Time Start is has a graveyard effect. Doesn't really apply. I do get Masquerader for next turn. I attack directly with Super Dreadnought. At this point, I activate Unicorn. Unicorn's going to bounce his Kaiju. And now he's going to go linking off into Magnus, and then he uses Parallel XC. But he banished the other one with Pot of Desires. I ash that search. He goes into Nightmare Phoenix. He gets, that's all he can do. So this game is now over. I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm not going to summon since I only have 100 life points. And this is why you don't BM, folks. Just an FYI. And then I draw for turn, go straight to battle attack for 2,200. So, yeah, he had multiple opportunities to kill. He chose the BM for no reason, and I was able to get the win on that. So, there you go. So, yeah, just a lesson. Don't BM, guys. If you got the kill, just go ahead and get it done with. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll get into the next duel. Alrighty, so this is going to be the last duel here for the TimeThief Suship build. So this is just kind of showing off what 4 combo really is and just how powerful an opening hand can be. So I drew 2 Max C, TimeThief Redoer, Unexpected Eye, and Sorry. This is as good as it gets. My opponent sets 2, so he's playing a back row. And I'm like, okay, cool. I get Painful Decision. I activate Unexpected Die. I get Sorry. I activate Painful Decision, get rid of my other Sorry, and I get Sorry Red from my hand. Activate Sorry Red, revealing Sorry. Special summon Red, special summon Uni, then I get Dreadnought. Dreadnought's going to draw me a card. I get Uni. Cool. Uni's going to reveal Sorry. It's going to special summon itself. I activate Uni's effect, target itself. I search out Red. And at this point, I'm going to go into TimeThief Redoer. TimeThief, then I activate Winder effect. I get rid of 1XC to special summon Winder. Then at this point, I'm going to get Adjuster to my hand. And now I'm going to go into the other TimeThief card. Not going to pronounce what that card is, but I'm going to activate Adjuster effect, special summon it, and I'm going to activate this card to target Redoer to get even more cards. So to add material to it. So at this point I had a spell, so I have at least a upstart. Now I'm going to special summon Adjuster and normal summon Red, and then I'm going to go into Ikra class Dreadnought. That's going to allow me to draw a card, and I get another Winder for next turn. Now I'm going to attack for just a crap ton of damage. I made a mistake. I used Dreadnought's effect, targeting one's back row, and it's Waking the Dragon. I'm like, that sucks. Waking the Dragon is going to special summon the Last Warrior, which does nothing. And at this point, I could still attack. I get rid of it with TimeThief Redoer, and I attack for 19. Then I attack for 2,200, and I'm going to end my turn. So I'm feeling pretty confident here. My opponent really can't do too much. I activate Redoer's effect. Redoer is going to allow me to get Deep Sea Diva. Now at this point, he's doing Morel. I'm going to activate Max C because I'm going to draw a bunch of cards. I have no idea what the Atlanteans cards do, so I'm going to allow him to kind of cook. He does Heavy Infantry. He pops my card. Now he normal summons. He's just searching a lot. I'm like, okay, cool. He goes into Coral. I'm like, I know what that does, so there's something. Then he starts special summoning, and at this point, he just kind of attacks, but I activate TimeThief Redoer to get another card out. This get more material. At this point, yeah, it's interesting. I was like, okay, this is unique. He sets one, he goes into, what is this? I have no idea what this card does. Nothing important. That's my assumption. So I'm like, okay, cool. So this is a hop, skip, and away. He activates infinite permanents on my TimeThief Redoer. I'm like, okay, that's annoying. I activate Winder, getting rid of one. Special summon Winder. I get Adjuster. Then at this point, I'm going to activate Susaru since I have a card with Sorry as a name right here. So I can special summon itself. Then I'm going to use this effect to special summon Ikra. And now I'm going to go into Carrier. Carrier is going to draw a card and allow me to get a trap. Well, not draw a card, that allows me to get a trap. And at this point, I'm going to start going off. So I do get his trap, if I'm permanent set. So I got a top. Yeah, at this point, I'm in a winning position. There's nothing my opponent could actually really fucking do. At this point, I'm now DMing. I go to number 60. Number 60 is going to double attack one of my monsters. And at this point, I'm just going to attack for game. So yeah, I probably had lethal a long time ago, but I was just reassuring it. So that's you can kind of see just how powerful this deck can be and how explosive it could go off. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was by far one of my favorite decks to play. But now let's show some mine gameplay and how terrible I am with that. So yeah, let's do it. All right, so my opponent is playing Lightsworn. Yeah, Lightsworn Chaos. I love Lightsworns. A lot of people should know that already. My channel, Lightsworn was my first ever competitive deck, and I'm playing, Rikka. So, I'm just foreclosing here before this duel starts. I don't know how to play this deck still. It's a lot of combos, and a lot of it I'm still learning. So just an FYI. So bear with me if you see me misplaying. You know why. My opponent normal summons Raiden. He mills 2. He gets Max C and Felis, and then he goes going into Exiled. Exiled's going to detach 1. He's going to mill some more, and then he draws 1, and he ends his turn. I'm like, okay. Well, that's an easy, I could beat this. At this point, I activate Painful Decision. I send Loci, get a Loci, normal summon Loci. He Max C's. I'm going to cross out Designate that Max C because I don't know what he has in his deck yet, and I'm going to try an OTK. That's the whole point of this. So I don't want him to get any actual, more advantage. So at this point, I go in Loci, I go into Dryas. Dryas effect is going to activate, allowing me to get Snowing. I'm going to activate Snowing effect to get Sunseed Twin. Twin's effect is going to activate, targeting Loci. And then Dryas effect is going to activate special summoning from my extra deck, and I'm going to special summon Healer. So yeah, Healer comes out. Twin special summons Loci. Healer's effect is going to activate, targeting Dryas. I get even more health. I'm going to use those. I'm going to use Healer plus Dryas to get Jasmine. At this point, I'm going to Apello XC. So Apello XC is going to allow me to get a second one. I'm going to rank those off into the rank 4 Princess. Jasmine, I'm going to get rid of my twin here to grab Boss Stage of Light. And at this point, that effect's going to activate, allow me to grab a Snowdrop, activate Lore's effect. Then I'm going to link those off for Jasmine. Lore's effect's going to activate. I get life. Now both Jasmine's effects are going to activate. And I get to search 2 cards from my deck at this point. So I'm feeling pretty confident. I get Rose Score for Extender. And at this point, Jasmine effect, I'm going to get Spore. So yet again, feeling pretty confident. I'm going to activate Snowdrop's effects. Special summoning Spore in itself. And then at that point, Queen's effect in the graveyard's going to activate. And it allows me to get Teardrop onto the field. So feeling really confident here. Teardrop's effect, I'm going to tribute his monster against 3000 attack. And at this point, I'm going to go into Melis. Melis effect is going to allow me to get yet another card. I get Loci. Then at this point, I'm going to go into another Melis effect, but its effect won't activate since I'm kind of zone locked at this point. I go into Dryas. Dryas effect is going to allow me to get Shrine. Yeah, so at this point, I link off into the rank 4 Sunvine card. That's going to allow me to get Bloom. And at this point, I'm feeling pretty confident. Activate Lily. Lily's going to target Loci. I activate Lily's effect, getting rid of Loci, and I get the Coliseum. Coliseum's going to allow me to get a Lily. Activate Twin's effect. I get rid of Twin plus my rank 3 to get Jasmine. Activate Shrine. I get rid of Lily. Shrine's effect is going to special summon Loci back to the field. Activate Loci. Go into Slasher. Trasher. Trasher effects on target. Make it a 4000. At this point, that is lethal. So I misplayed there. I 100% admit that. But even with me, bad pilot, this is a fun deck. So this has been a lot of fun. I've been actually winning a lot of duels with. And yeah, if you guys want to see more bad gameplay of this, please let me know. I'll make a dedicated video for it in the future. Alright, so this is going to be the last duel of the video, guys. Sorry for the shorter video. I'm kind of working on some other things coming up. And like I said, we got new cards coming out next week. So be excited for that. And this is yeah, this is an interesting one. This is against UA. I love UAs. Go sports team, you know, ultra athletes. I fucking love this deck. So I'm going to Ash the Hyper Stadium. I'm not going to try to get him more advantage. So whatever he has in his hands is going to have to count. He sets one and passes. I'm like, cool. I activate Unexpected Die. He max C's. I'm going to call by this max C because I don't want this going through. Yeah. And I still have another call by just in case he has an Ash in his hand. So I'm feeling pretty confident that he can't do anything. But we kind of see how that plays out sometimes. So at this point, Unexpected Die, I get Loci. Loci's effect's going to go into Dryas. We all seen this live before. Dryas effect's going to activate, getting a Sowing. He infinite permanents it though. I'm like, great. But it doesn't matter. I still got Pella Exceed in my hands to make plays. Thank God for that. So infinite permanents. Dryas effect is now negated. Pella Exceed's effect is going to activate, allow me to get another one. At this point, I really don't have too many plays left, but I'm going to go into Rikka Queen. Rikka Queen's effect, I'm going to discard one to target my Loci. Loci goes back to my hand, and I'm going to link those ones off into Jasmine. Now I'm going to normal summon Loci, and I'm going to go into Dryas. Yeah, then I'm going to use Jasmine effect, get rid of my Dryas for Generator. And that's going to allow me to get a Lily. Then Lily's effect is going to activating target Loci, and I summon that. And then I'm going to use its effect to get this Coliseum. I should put all this into attack. I wasn't really thinking at the time frame. I get another Lily, and at this point, I'd kind of just link off into another Jasmine. Not thinking of what I'm going to do, but then I go into the rank 4, and that allows me to get Bloom. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to set a call by to Bloom with this rank 4 that, you know, should be okay. We'll see, have to see. He activates Power of Extravagance, and he draws 2, and at this point, he just concedes. I'm assuming the draws he got wasn't good, but overall, I enjoyed this duel. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you all next time. Other than that, have a wonderful day, and yeah, peace.